We're here today to talk about the Hiboy S2R electric scooter. I'll start by saying that the Hiboy S2R is just a lot of fun. If you've never ridden an electric scooter before, you should give it a try. They're fast, fun to ride, easy to transport, and a great way to get around. You can get the Hiboy S2R directly from Hiboy or from Amazon. It retails for $569. You can use coupon code SV6 to get 6% off that to make it a little bit cheaper. And Hiboy frequently has sales or other discounts going on to get it, less money as well. Let's talk about the specs of the Hiboy S2R. It has a top speed of 19 miles per hour, a range of 18 miles. It has a 350 watt front hub motor, a 36 volt 7.5 amp hour lithium ion battery. The published max rider weight is 220 pounds. The scooter itself weighs 31 pounds. It has 8.5-inch solid tires, and at the brakes it has a rear disc brake and a front electric brake. The biggest unique feature about the Hiboy S2R is its removable battery. The battery weighs about 5 pounds and easily fits in a backpack. You can quickly remove it and swap in a new battery for more range. A key is used to unlock and release the battery from the scooter, and then just insert the new battery and off you go. The battery can be charged either in the scooter or by itself. The Hiboy S2R has a phone app that lets you adjust settings of the scooter and lock it. You can set the top speed, change speed modes, tune the acceleration and braking, set cruise control threshold, see how much battery left, and more in the app. The S2R has easy to use controls and an LCD display mounted at the top of the stem. The display shows speed and battery remaining and a few other indicators. It only has one button that controls everything from the headlights, drive mode, and cruise control. The left handlebar has an electronic brake, the right handlebar has a disc brake lever, the throttle lever, and the bell. How's the Hiboy S2R to ride? It's a lot of fun to ride, so let's get into some details. The published top speed for the Hiboy S2R is 19 miles per hour. The fastest we were able to get it to go measured on a Garmin GPS was 17.95 miles per hour. Not quite 19 miles per hour, but not too far off. The low end acceleration is pretty strong. It gets up to about 13 miles per hour pretty quick, but then it slows down and the acceleration tapers off towards the top end. The published range for the S2R is 18 miles. I was able to get it to go just under 10 miles. That is with an above max weight rider on a mostly flat bike path with stops every half mile to mile and a max speed of around 13 miles per hour. The 18 mile published max range is under ideal conditions with a lightweight rider going slower on flat terrain with minimum stops. But almost 10 miles isn't bad for real-world range for a heavy rider doing lots of stop and go. Let's talk about the brakes. The S2R has an electronic regenerative brake on the front wheel and a disc brake on the rear wheel. Both brakes are strong and can easily stop the scooter with a heavy rider by themselves. The electronic brake with its default setting is sensitive and much stronger than I expected. It takes a little practice to learn to apply it softly. If you want to stop in a big hurry, use both brakes and you'll stop fast. Steering feels pretty good, no bad habits, you don't have to apply weight in any weird ways to get it to turn. The handlebar feels about the right width to be stable and still be able to turn easily. The Hiboy S2R has a decently smooth ride. The 8.5-inch solid tires do an okay job at giving you good traction and softening the blow of cracks and gaps in the pavement. They aren't as smooth feeling as a scooter with the 10-inch air tires. They aren't horrible though. The scooter doesn't have any suspension on the front and rear wheel either. The deck is large enough to easily fit adult-sized feet on. Both my feet comfortably fit on the scooter for longer rides. The S2R has a cruise control that will automatically activate if you hold the throttle in one position for several seconds. This is one of the best features on the scooter and also one of the most annoying. If you hold full throttle for several seconds, cruise control kicks on at whatever speed you're at after a few seconds. For me, that is usually around 13 miles per hour when I start from a standstill. If I'm in mode 1, that's great since that is near the top speed. If I'm in sport mode where the top speed is 19 miles per hour, that's a problem. Cruise control stops you from accelerating any further, so if you want to go faster, you have to keep jogging the throttle until you reach top speed so the cruise doesn't activate. There's a setting in the phone app to solve this. It is the cruise control threshold speed. If you want to go fast with the scooter, set it at a higher speed like 18 miles per hour. Cruise won't activate until speed reaches 18 miles per hour then, no matter how long you hold down the throttle for. You can also completely turn the cruise control feature off in the app. The Hiboy S2R has a light for riding at night. There's a headlight in the stem and a tail light on the rear fender. They're bright enough to get the job done, but not much brighter. If I was going to ride at night a lot, I would get a brighter helmet light to supplement the lights in the scooter, but in a pinch, the lights that are there work fine. Let's talk about the folding mechanism. The manual mentions the S2R having a double action locking mechanism. It does not. It only has a single action lock. The lock uses a lever on the base of the stem to lock it in place. It works well and there's no play in the steering arm when it's locked up. There's a small latch on the handlebar that locks onto the rear fender for carrying the scooter. It's got a small release lever to let it go before you unfold the steering tube. Overall, the scooter balances well folded and is easy to carry, and at 31 pounds isn't too bad for weight. The S2R has an electronic lock that is operated by the app. There's a lock and unlock button on the app screen. When the scooter is locked, the front wheel won't roll. If you try to push the scooter forward or backwards, the motor keeps the wheel from turning, and the power button on the scooter doesn't have any function once the scooter is locked, so effectively prevents the scooter from being used or rolled off anywhere.